All right, picture this. You're sitting at your desk, working hard, and then, bam, your cat casually strolls in and knocks your coffee mug onto the floor. For no reason, just pure feline chaos. But here's the real question. Did they do that because they're dumb, or because they're actually too smart to care? We all know dogs can follow commands, do tricks, and even work jobs. But cats? Cats are on a whole different level. They seem independent, aloof, but then they somehow figure out how to open doors, solve puzzles, and, let's be honest, manipulate us into doing whatever they want. So what's really going on inside their furry little heads? Do cats actually have a high IQ? Can we measure their intelligence? And most importantly, is your cat secretly a genius? Stick around, because today we're diving into the science behind feline intelligence, testing how smart cats really are, and giving you a way to put your own cat's brain power to the test. Let's go. So we know cats are clever, but can we actually measure their intelligence like we do with humans? Well, it's not that simple. IQ, or intelligence quotient, is a test designed for humans. It measures things like logic, reasoning, and problem-solving skills. But animals, including cats, think and learn in completely different ways. So slapping a number on a cat's intelligence? Not that easy. But here's where it gets interesting. Scientists have found other ways to measure intelligence in animals. They look at things like memory, problem-solving, adaptability, and even social intelligence. And when it comes to brains, cats actually have a lot going for them. Did you know a cat's brain is about 90% similar to a human brain? It might be tiny, about the size of a walnut, but it's packed with neurons. In fact, the average cat has 300 million neurons in their cerebral cortex. That's the part of the brain responsible for decision-making, problem-solving, and learning. For comparison, dogs have around 430 million neurons. But here's the kicker. More neurons doesn't always mean smarter. It's how they use them that matters. So while we can't give cats a straight-up IQ score, we can look at how they solve problems, remember things, and even manipulate their humans. Yes, they absolutely do that. And trust me, some of these studies will blow your mind. Now let's take a closer look at just how smart cats really are, and whether they're secretly outsmarting us every day. All right, so we know cats have tiny but mighty brains, but just how smart are they really? Let's break it down. First up, memory. Studies have shown that cats have an incredible ability to remember things, and not just where their food bowl is. They can remember locations, routines, and even people for years. In fact, research suggests that cats have both short-term and long-term memory, similar to a 2- or 3-year-old child. Ever wonder how your cat knows exactly when it's mealtime? Or why they sprint to the door when they hear the treat bag crinkle? That's because they have associative memory. They link certain sounds, actions, and places with specific outcomes. And if something benefits them, they'll never forget it. Now let's talk problem solving. If you've ever seen a cat figure out how to open a door, escape from a supposedly cat-proof enclosure, or manipulate you into giving them extra treats, congrats, you've witnessed their tactical genius in action. Scientists have tested cats by giving them puzzles where they have to open latches or press buttons for food. And guess what? They figure it out. But here's the interesting part. Unlike dogs, who tend to look to humans for help, cats are independent thinkers. If something doesn't work, they won't sit there waiting for guidance. They'll either keep trying or decide it's not worth their time. Okay, so we know cats are smart, but are they socially intelligent? Do they actually recognize their owners? The answer is yes. Cats can recognize human voices and even tell different people apart. In one study, researchers found that cats respond differently to their owner's voice compared to a stranger's. And while they pretend they don't care, they actually pick up on human emotions more than we realize. If you're sad, your cat might stay close. If you're excited, they might act more playful. But let's be honest, if they're in a mood, they'll still ignore you, no matter what you're feeling. Ah yes, the ultimate debate. Are cats smarter than dogs? Well, it depends on how you define intelligence. Dogs excel at obedience, social bonding, and working in groups. They can follow commands, assist humans, and even be trained for complex tasks. Cats, on the other hand, are more independent thinkers. They're less likely to do what you ask, but that doesn't mean they don't understand. They just don't see the point. It's kind of like comparing a straight-A student to a rebellious genius who skips class but still aces the test. Different types of intelligence, but both impressive in their own way. So are cats intelligent? Absolutely. They're problem solvers, memory masters, and social manipulators. But now, let's put their smarts to the ultimate test. Can your cat pass our at-home intelligence challenges? Let's find out. All right, now that we know cats are pretty smart, it's time for the real challenge. How smart is your cat? We've got a few fun tests you can try at home to see just how sharp your feline friend really is. Get ready, grab some treats, and let's put your cat's brain power to the test. Test number 1, the puzzle treat test. First up, let's test your cat's problem-solving skills. Here's what you do. Take a small treat and place it under a cup. Let your cat watch, then move the cup around a little. See if your cat figures out how to get the treat. If your cat quickly knocks the cup over to get the treat, congrats! You've got a clever little strategist on your hands. If they just stare at you like, "Why are you making me work for this?" Well, that's intelligence too, just in the lazy genius category. Test number 2, object permanence challenge. Next, let's see if your cat understands that things still exist even when they're out of sight. This is called object permanence, and it's a big sign of intelligence. Take your cat's favorite toy and let them watch as you hide it under a blanket. See if they try to look for it or paw at the blanket to find it. If they start digging or searching for the toy, nice! That means they understand it's still there, even though they can't see it. If they just walk away like out of sight, out of mind, well, maybe they're just too cool to care. Test number 3, the social intelligence test. Now let's see how well your cat understands you. This test is all about social intelligence. Can they read human cues? Sit in front of your cat and call their name. If they look at you, flick their tail, or even walk over, you've got a cat who recognizes their name. Now, try pointing at something, like their favorite toy. Do they follow your point or look where you're directing them? That's a sign of strong social intelligence. And if your cat ignores you completely, well, let's be honest, that's probably not a lack of intelligence. It's just classic cat behavior. Scoring your cat's intelligence. Now, let's see how your cat did. 3 out of 3 tests passed, genius level. Your cat is basically Einstein with whiskers. 2 out of 3 tests passed, smart but selective. They understand things when they feel like it. 1 out of 3 tests passed, lazy genius. They're capable, but why bother? 0 tests passed, master manipulator. They're so smart, they've trained you to do everything for them. So, how did your cat score? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to keep testing their brain power, try different puzzles and games to see just how far their intelligence goes. But now, let's wrap things up. What does all of this tell us about the mysterious mind of a cat? Let's find out. So, what did we learn today? Cats may not take IQ tests, but they're definitely intelligent, whether it's solving problems, remembering routines, or just expertly manipulating their humans into giving them extra treats. And let's be honest, whether your cat passed all the tests or just chose not to participate, we all know one thing for sure. They are the ones running the show. Now, it's your turn. How did your cat do? Drop a comment below and let us know their test results. Are they a problem-solving mastermind, a lazy genius, or just too cool to care? And if you had fun with this, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on more clawsome content. We've got more fun experiments, crazy cat facts, and deep dives into the feline mind coming your way. And if you're wondering, can cats recognize themselves in the mirror? You won't want to miss our next video, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious, stay clawsome, and give your cat an extra treat from us. See you soon.